Hi folks, I'm Bob Malden, and it's time for a very special Expedition Texas. We're in downtown Athens getting ready to celebrate Christmas. As the sun goes down, the lights are going to come up. The Christmas parade happens here in just a little bit, but before that, the tree lighting. Santa Claus is here and so much more, but we're here right over here just a little ways down the road at the Texan Theater. There's a market happening inside. Let's go check that out as we celebrate Christmas with Expedition Texas in Athens.
Texas is full of lost history, from lost cemeteries to abandoned buildings, from the infamous to the obscure. Hitch a ride and travel across the Lone Star State, looking for hints of Texas' colorful past, our lost history. This is Expedition Texas, and we're gonna find it.
Oh, Christmas in Athens, Texas. Well, it's pretty exciting. Several years ago, the Keep Athens formed a Light Up Athens group, and we began to decorate the square with several scenes around our courthouse, because we have such a beautiful courthouse in there. From there, we developed into a holiday on the square, where we did things for the kids and a market outside. And then we got frozen out, so we moved into here to the Texan, which has turned out to be a really great venue for our vendors, and they really like being here because we don't have to worry about the weather and things like that. And then we have our Santa on the square. So we do everything today, December 4th, the first Saturday of December, so that we can partner with the Christmas parade and just bring everybody into town from all over. They can do some Christmas shopping. We have lots of neat little boutiques on the square that they can go to. And then we have the Christmas parade tonight, and Santa's over there in the house right now for the children till 5, and then he'll be here till the end of December, just before Christmas, when he has to get busy and deliver toys.
Hello, my name's Samantha Williams, and my favorite thing about Christmas is the candy and stockings.
As you've seen, it's Christmas time in Athens, Texas. The Christmas tree lighting and Christmas parade are still to come here on Expedition Texas. But first, we take you to a very special event the night before, featuring the Express Clydesdales. Garrett Bovard tells us about how the Express Clydesdales help bring awareness to Toys for Tots.
We're here for Express Employment Professionals. We're doing the Toys for Tots with the fire department, and we're just here with the Clydesdales so everybody can come out and see them and pet them and get their pictures and promote the Toys for Tots and within the community. I mean, it's just important this time of year, especially for every kid to just feel loved and get to have what they want and just be a kid and enjoy things in life, especially the simple ones. I grew up with the horses, and I figured out who Express Clydesdales were, and I just love the horses so much, and it was a passion of mine and still is. And I just like being able to be around them every day and work with them and then show them off to people, and it's one of my favorite things.
This is our second one. We've been opened locally here in Athens for 2 years, so this is our second one. Last year we did it during lunchtime, and we had about 300 people. This year, it looks like we have quite a bit more. I'm not sure on the attendance yet. This year we did it a little different. We actually called companies and asked them to partner with us and do drives. So even before the event this evening, we had more than 200 donations given to us from companies locally. So it tripled in the number of toys that we got this year. So the compassion for the community is it's huge here.
Hi folks, I'm Bob Malden. This is my wife Tessa, and this is my youngest, Maggie, my only daughter. And from Maggie, Tessa, and the boys who aren't here with us tonight, we just want to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Alexis Williams, and my favorite thing about Christmas is the family, the food, and the gifts.
We're here in downtown Athens getting ready for the Athens Christmas Parade, which will be kicking off here very shortly. At sundown tonight, they're going to light up that big Christmas tree over there, and hopefully we'll get an exclusive interview with Santa Claus here as we celebrate Christmas with Expedition Texas in Athens.
Oh man, Christmas in Athens has been a show. We take it very much to heart. We've got our courthouse grounds decorated, the entire square. The city goes all out in decorating this square because it's got so much history and so much life to it. Yeah, last year really speaks for itself when you think back. It just kind of had that blanket thrown over everything. All our activities were in question, but this year, you know, everyone's coming out, they're enjoying. We've got beautiful weather for it, and everyone is so excited to be out. If you want to go back historically, of course, there's the Black Eyed Pea capital of the world, the home of the hamburger. We've got the Fiddlers Contest, which everyone knows about. It's been going on for 90-something years now. And of course, we got the fish hatchery. You know, when you start looking at the newer stuff, we have the fish hatchery. We have our fairgrounds complex that brings in people from all over the country. We've got a little bit of everything here for everyone. The Texan, our historical movie theater that so many of us grew up going to, is now an event center, and plus the remodel and the reopening of the Kane Center. So we've got a lot going on here. This is community. And these parades and these gatherings is what makes our community so unique here in East Texas, is being able to get together. You know, we have our summer festivals. Those mean so much to our small East Texas towns. And as it moves in, when we get to Thanksgiving, that's kind of the coup de grace for our festivals. And it means so much for everybody to be back together. They're going to gather up the Keep Athens Beautiful committee that is so much responsible for the decorations, are going to do the countdown and light it up, and then everyone's going to hustle with the Santa to get to the parade site so we can get this party started.
Well, with the parade lineup getting started, we figured it might be time to stop by for a visit with Santa Claus to make sure I was on that one list I've been shooting for all year.
All right, we ready to light the Christmas tree? Is everybody ready for the holiday and the Christmas parade? All right, so here we go. Santa, why don't you step up just a little closer? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right.
Christmas!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we do every time on Expedition Texas, we try to get an exclusive interview with Santa Claus, and here he is. The man, the legend, Santa Claus is here, and
Merry Christmas!
We're actually kind of holding him up a little bit because he's got to go get into the parade here pretty quick, and this police escort is on the way. But it's been a couple of years since you and I had a chance to visit in person, you know,
Yes.
all of that weird stuff that happened last year.
Yes.
I just want to know, does all the good that I did the year before count for this year too? Am I still on the nice list?
You are on the nice list, and it does count.
It does. Okay,
Yes.
good. Because, you know, once we started getting to get out again, I kind of messed up a little bit.
That's okay.
So the nices stack up against the bad,
They
right?
do stack
Okay,
up.
good.
You
All
are
right.
good. You're an okay boy.
That's good to know.
Yes.
All right. Well, you have a parade to get into, and we have a lot of people out here to talk to in downtown Athens. Santa, good to see you.
Good to see you. Merry Christmas! Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas!
Coming up next, we continue celebrating Christmas with the folks in Athens, Texas. And we tell you how on a 70-degree day, a miracle happened and it snowed right there in Athens. That's all on the way next as we celebrate Christmas with Expedition Texas. We're in Athens, Texas, celebrating Christmas with all the town's holiday festivities. On the downtown square, you'll see a beautifully restored nativity scene. The work to restore the life-size figures was a community effort, and artists from all around Athens came together to bring the figures back to their original beauty. Virginia Reeder is the director of Art Gallery 211.
We are actually a 501c3 nonprofit consortium of local artists. We've got generally around 48 local artists. They maintain their own exhibits. We have themed shows 5 times a year. Everybody has their own business, so a consortium keeps people out there in the public and lets everybody be a little better as a group than they would be individually. One day, a young lady came in and asked me if I had any artists that might be interested in painting the pieces for the nativity scene that go on display every Christmas. I thought that ought to be a major issue, but she said she was a friend of the director of the Lila Lane Men's Outreach, and that all year they had been working on sandblasting, repairing the fiberglass, and priming these 8 major pieces of the nativity scene, and now they needed to be painted. And I believe this was about mid to late September, so there wasn't a lot of time for 8 huge pieces. I sent out feelers to my artists and I said, you know, we've been invited to do this. Is anybody interested? Because I can't. There's no way I can do it all and get it done by Christmas. And all kinds of people just said, sure, I'll help. I've done that. I painted the one for my church. I'd be happy to help. Sounds like fun. And so within a few days, we had the first piece. They brought us the camel. And it was an absolutely stunning piece. Looked like she was made out of marble or something. It's fiberglass and it was primed a pure, pristine white. The real story was how badly weathered and chipped and cracked and painted they had been. And the folks from Keep Athens Beautiful is a 501c3 nonprofit, privately owned organization here in town, and they decorate for various times of the year. And they had been trying to get some estimates or get somebody to work on it because, you know, it was obvious it was in need of repair. The men from, the cost was going to be atrocious. The men from Lila Lane dedicated themselves, donated their time, their effort, and they learned the process of sandblasting and repairing the fiberglass. And they learned under the tutelage of Walt Alsop, who's the brother of the director. I had specific artists, Celine Terry, Mary Batson, Doreen Poole, and Steve Willis, that contributed faces to the various pieces because I wanted one artist per face. I didn't want a hodgepodge of faces. And then I did the baby Jesus because that's my thing. That was just my thing. I wanted to do that. We just had a blast with it, and everybody that has been involved has said that it was really kind of a way of joining together and doing things after this terrible year we've had with the COVID and the, I don't know, February and what have you. So it's been a great project, and we were really excited to see it get put together where it's now on display because it's not worn anymore. It's beautiful.
So this is the North Pole, Athens style. So it's a free event that we put on for the community. We invite everybody to come out, and it's a special time for people to just have a free family experience.
Yeah, we've got all sorts of things. You can take pictures with reindeer. You can go down a real sledding hill made out of real snow that we manufacture. You can take pictures with your family. There's all sorts of stuff to do.
There's inflatables. There's plaza where you can go cook s'mores, and there's a hay ride, there's a living nativity, and Feliz Navidad with dancers and churros. There's just pretty much anything you can imagine. It's great. We have this incredible Christmas parade in Athens. One of my favorite things about living in a little town is this Christmas parade because 10,000 people maybe come. The streets are lined. We have more than 100 floats and entries. Our churches work together. We tell the Christmas story. It's a really great experience for people to come to.
favorite thing about Christmas is family and friends.
Good. All right, so did you get to talk to Santa Claus tonight? Cool. What'd you tell Santa?
I wanted a rock collection where you have to dig it out of dirt.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Some kind of archaeologist stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Cool. Are you into that?
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite thing about Christmas?
Jackson! Santa.
Santa? Did you get to see Santa today? What did you think about that? Did you tell him what you wanted for Christmas?
A Santa shirt.
Oh, really? Cool. Those who know Athens, Texas, know the warm welcome we received filming there wasn't just a holiday thing. It's just the way folks are in Athens. Growing up near that town, we often saw this firsthand. I had friends who lived there and were always quick to point out that Athens, Texas was home to them. And after a year where no one could celebrate together, Athens came back in a big way to put together a joyous Christmas celebration. We'd like to thank our hosts at the City of Athens for welcoming Expedition Texas into their holiday celebration. A special thanks to Katie Burt for all of her hard work, and to all the folks who took time to talk to us and share their stories. Next time, we'll get back to exploring lost legends, abandoned buildings, and ghost towns, but it's nice to take a break each year to celebrate the season with one of our great Texas towns. Thank you for always supporting Expedition Texas, and from our family to yours, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.